just the beginning. I just want to let everyone know I am available for private readings now. I'm opening the business again, so I'm available. And if you would like one, you can. There's an email below. You can just send me an email. It's $1 a minute, and then I can give you a specific reading. And then this is general for everybody to look at the general energies. And I think the chickens are ready. So, okay. Okay, so we had Euphoria. Get the lettuce 2 times, and then we had Manila. Get it 1 time. Manila has to do with some letter, some information, or something official when it comes to documents or papers or anything official, or even letters coming. Anything that you would keep in a Manila envelope, you know, like one of those business envelopes. So we have Euphoria in the first place. She got it 2 times, so this is a bigger message that has to do with, you know, kind of utopian places. So some place that just seems so wonderful and amazing, and then it started to go downhill. Euphoria, I named her after the book Euphoria. And it has to do with when you go to this woman. She went to a foreign land, beautiful, amazing. Everything was just so perfect. And then in time, things just kind of fell apart, and you know, things went wrong. So when we first step into something, a lot of times it just seems so perfect and wonderful, and a lot of times those things don't work out. But we have some information coming about it, some official document, or you know, some information. So I want to say it's the Euphoria, or the break in Euphoria. It has a lot to do with this letter or this information. And the live oracle this month, or the real. You know, the real life oracle, it's another way I do it, is we had a chicken die. The same problems that are going on here. Beautiful place. We moved here, and there's dogs coming in, and we can't really, you know, Thailand can't really deal with these dogs very well, and their system just does not work. I mean, the dogs have killed so many chickens and cats, and they've broken my fence many places and doors, and they want me to get a picture, and then they can do something. So, you know, there's a lot of issues or things going on with a place. And I have another property too, and you know, beautiful, wonderful. Something happens, and things start to break down a little bit. You know, there's a problem. Things are not working out. Some problem is not working out. There's change in expression, in people's expression. That's what this guy, this message right here just was. And I want to say we had this chicken. She died, and she was Gaia, the one that was taking care of us. She was continuing the life for us. We had 2 moms, Halapati, the peacemaker, and that's still here. We still have her, but we lost the earth. And I see with the earth element too, we've been having a lot of earth element come up with issues or whatever, and I see even with the chickens, both the last month, and you know, the themes are earth and like motherly, you know, emotional things and psychism, and but very earth based. And you know, maybe problems with these things, but it comes from an earth situation. So anything you can touch, taste, or feel. So, you know, maybe it has to do with what somebody's taking, or maybe it has to do with circumstances around a person, or maybe, you know, there's something that's actually very physical in the physical world that needs to be changed. And it looks like, you know, some messages or something comes through and gives us this this opportunity for the change. And then we also had a baby die too, which was really weird. So, and both the mom had to do with continuing new life, and then the baby also. So I want to say this is not a time, or if you want to start something, this is a time where problems come up, issues surface, so that we can deal with them. So again, kind of a continuation, long-standing issues that need to be dealt with, but also places or times that are kind of needing renewal, or starting to get to this point where something has to change, something has to give, and something has to break in some way, so that things can kind of be reset and start again. And the other thing about Gaia, it's very earth, but it gives rise to heaven. It gives rise to the sky. And this is our psychism, and this is the motherly energies. These are the energies of psychism, and this is the energy of the spirit and emotions. So we have this change in our spiritual experience, or our perspective of life, or our feeling of it, our feeling of our day-to-day life. There's this shift and change with something that happens in the physical world. We get some message, and then there's some shift and change in that. So those are the messages for this week. And I'm going to go ahead and do a card reading, finish up with these guys, and then I'll see you again for the card reading.
Okay, so now I'm going to pull some cards, and I forgot last month to use the Tree Magic. And anyway, I pull one from Gillian Kemp's Tree Magic deck, just to ground the reading. And then I'll draw 3 moving lines for steps in time, and then a healing card for what's improving, and then an overall message card. Okay. Date tree, number 28, a granted wish, and it says, enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. So again, even with the life oracle reading, and then the live oracle reading, and now again with this card, we talk about changes from knowledge, or things that surface in the physical world. You know, maybe we get something, some type of message, or something appears in our circumstances, and whatever we have that is kind of constricting us or stopping us from experiencing what we expect to be experiencing, or what we had hoped to experience. Now we're liberated from this. We have this enlightenment from some knowledge that we receive, and then we get what we want. We get things set right. We have 28, which has to do with relating to one another on an emotional level, where we can see behaviors and kind of the I don't know, I want to say the animal makeup of a person, you know, like their personality, I guess, but their emotional personality, and then also what comes from that, you know, the kind of the behaviors. So you know, we're able to see and relate to people for you know, who they are in the moment, and you know, who they are on a deep structure, and then also on a superficial structure, and then we have this death and rebirth in the physical world. So that's the 8. So it's like learning how to measure how close are we to people, or how far away do we need to be for right relationship, for kind of good matches, and My cat. Toki. Okay, so we have Skyla. And a tie tip. And Loki and Quinta. And what is improving and healing? We have Ostara. And our overall message card is Dahlia. And, okay, so I'm going to start out with the moving lines here. And we have, Skyla has to do with telepathy. It has to do with receiving thoughts and being able to send thoughts. And kind of receiving the mind that we need. If we're open and receptive to people, or if we want to send messages and we know that their heart is open and receptive to us, they do get those messages. That's, it's interesting how we pray to God, but it's almost like, or we pray to a higher being, but it's almost like we pray to this source and it redistributes our messages. It's a messaging center. So people are able to receive from each other and give to each other if it's in the divine will, if it's a right match, if this person is meant to hear it or meant to receive the information, they will. If it's in their heart, they will. If they're in your, if they're a part of your puzzle, they will receive the messages. If it's somebody totally that has nothing to do with us and no intimate connection or no deep real connection, then maybe they don't get it. But if there is some heart connection that has to do with a personal, desire for communication with each other, then we do have our thoughts received by those people, and vice versa, we receive their thoughts. So we start out with this concept of Skyla and telepathy, and then we move into tie tip, which has to do with the King of Earth. Again, we have this shift and change in Earth energies right now. Things are kind of eclipsed. Things are falling away and new things are coming in. That's what an eclipse does. So we have this new setup of things in our lives, circumstances, things we can touch, taste, and feel. And it gives rise to, a new state of being in the energetic sense. So, but tie tip has to do with magical people, and when people are, sometimes we have telepathy with people that are not meant to be in our lives forever, but this really has to do with people coming together and working together and creating something together. So this has to do with production and working together, almost like, we want to do a project, but if we combine ourselves with the right people, we can actually make that project even greater than what we could do on our own. So this has to do with coming together with the right people and being able to work in the right way to make our physical reality what we want it to be, because it's the card of physical. This one's a mental card. We have the spades. Telepathy is mental, and then this is a physical earth card. And then we end with a very special relationship. It's the Two of Cups, and maybe it does have to do with love relationship, intimate love relationship between two people, but it doesn't necessarily mean that like it's going to last forever or a lifetime or whatever. But it's very, very special for what it is, and it's very important and special for. It could last forever, but it is just it's just about two people who really come to commune with each other and share each other's thoughts and feelings and energies and lives for a while, and who make big impressions and changes the other forever. Because Loki really changed Quinta. I had Quinta for 4 years, and then I got Loki, and her whole personality completely changed. I mean, she was a changed chicken after him. So it has to do with somebody who kind of is able to have a powerful influence on you because of intimate connection, love connection. So this one doesn't have to be in love. It can be with anybody, and same with this one. But this last card is definitely a love connection card. So we have telepathy that's important going on, sending and receiving, and then we have this building of this project or something in the physical world with other people that really creates something greater than ourselves, and then we have the Two of Cups, which is the love bonds coming together with somebody and really being influenced by them. And then what's changing and improving is Ostara, which is the Ten of Diamonds, and this has to do with redistribution and also community support. So community supporting and redistributing. So somehow, it could be family, or it could be larger family. It could just be community. It could be even greater, like government level or international level. But somehow, there is something set up where you are being acknowledged for who you are, and you are being gifted. You are receiving from people in the physical world because of who you are and what you've done, because of recognition from people. And often I find if you have a really positive partnership with somebody, people become much more visible through a partnership, because really our definition comes from relationships. The way we relate to others, that's how you can see everything. All perspective comes from a relationship to something else. That's the way our minds work. So if you have a person in your life, that really, it can hurt you or it can harm you depending on who that person. If you're in a destructive relationship, it really looks bad on you. But if you're in a positive relationship and a healthy relationship, it really looks good for you. So this is saying, like, you have this really positive, beautiful influence in your life, and it kind of wakes the community up, or they're able to see this, and you have some recognition going on. And it could have to do with this too, because this is a very visible relationship card. So here you are working with others, and then here you are in this intimate relationship with somebody, and the definitions are shifting and changing, and you become more visible, or different aspects of you become visible because of the influences. So anyway, we have this healing going on with our finances or our resources, where things are coming in through some type of recognition from these steps that have happened in our lives. And then the final card here is Dahlia, and this is our overall message card. And Dahlia has to do with our roots and our background, where we come from, who we identify ourselves as, what even our ancestry or our culture, our background, our family, our genetics, it could be, but really, often things come through our lives physically, genetically, and it also has to do with nurture. So we come into this world with a bunch of experiences that are shaping our lives, shaping our being, and then we continue to have more experiences in the early parts of our lives that really shape our being and shape our concept of ourselves, and then again, maybe we have biological or physical things that have been passed down to us through through the bloodlines and the DNA, and those also define us as as our unique selves. So this has to do with kind of coming back to those roots and remembering who you are and what it is that really is important for you, and for you to be doing or for you to be being. How do you feel the best when you're doing what you feel is you, when you feel like you're doing what you want, or what you're meant to do, what you're here for, what you're good at, what your specialty is, and really being acknowledged and appreciated for that. And so, again, it's connecting to your roots, but then also doing things to connect to your roots. So, maybe watching certain movies or reading books, or, activities that reconnect us back to our roots, or maybe even going and visiting people, being around certain people that connect us back to our roots. And then we have this sense of strength. Whereas maybe before we were feeling misunderstood, or there were prejudices. People don't really understand sometimes when they don't know what they're looking at. And this is about, okay, it doesn't matter if people don't understand me or know what they're looking at. I can reground myself and become visible, and become, surround myself again with those relationships so that people can see who I am. And appreciate, so that I do become visible, So, overall, it looks like we're going to be working hard here and with other people, but then getting recognition, receiving things, and then also coming back to ourselves and feeling a sense of belonging again. And again, we have the date tree, granted wish, and it says, enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. And this is about being in a desert and not having what you need, or having, maybe to work you have to do a lot of maybe mental work, or processing, and you're working hard here. And then all of a sudden, you start to get these fruits coming out. You start to find this oasis here in the desert, and the date has like all sorts of nutrition and really can provide for you, and you are able to really enjoy your work with other people and your relationships. And this brings you the recognition, and you have this abundance here coming from some community situation, or some form of redistribution where people are providing for you or giving to you. And then just to keep in mind to remember who you are, despite if you feel people can't see you, or don't understand you, or have prejudice or judgment or whatever. All of these things fall away when we really ground ourselves and get back to our roots and do our thing. Then people can't really. We become visible through our relations. So. Anyway, I hope everybody got what they needed out of this today. And another thing too, these card decks are available, these chicken card decks, and I do have a printout that tells about each card and the chicken, and the meaning of the card, and the story of their name, and how to read them. So if anyone's interested in these, they're $20, but that includes shipping and handling from Thailand for wherever you live. So everything's included, and hopefully I hear from some of you, and I will see you again all next month. Take care.